Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. So I thought we would just do a fun little palette bingo video today. I got the Kush Queen palette sent to me by Peachy Queen. So you guys know I've done a couple of videos on Peachy Queen on my channel before. They had the Pumpkin Spice palette, the original Clueless palette. So I've definitely been a fan of Peachy Queen for a while, and she was super sweet and she sent me a couple of other palettes that they've released. This one is definitely the most fun and colorful one. So I thought it would be really fun to do a little palette bingo with this. And I do have two other palettes from her, so I'll probably integrate those somewhere down the line, but I figured you guys love colorful looks, I love colorful looks, so let's go ahead and do something fun with this one. So this is what the palette looks like if you've never seen it before. It is called Kush Queen. It's from Peachy Queen. It's got the ingredients on the back, and these are the beautiful colorful shades. You got a lot of really fun, like metallic-y shimmery shades, some good mattes, a lot of good colorful variety here. So I think that this is gonna work really well for a palette bingo. So let's go ahead and pull up the randomizer and grab 5 colors. All right, so I've got my 1 through 12 entered in here. Let's grab the first number, number 8. Number 8 is Pineapple Express, okay? Number 8 again, okay? Number 7, that is Blueberry right there. 12, Agent Orange. All right. Why do I feel like Tide Pods have ruined orange and blue for me forever? 10. Okay, Bubba Kush. I don't think I've been showing you guys. Okay, so there was Agent Orange there, and this is Bubba Kush right there. All right, one more shade to go. Let's see how this turns out. 11, OG Kush. Okay. I feel like all these are gonna go together pretty nicely. So OG Kush is this one right there that was in between those two. So these are the 5 colors I have to work with. I think this is gonna make for a really pretty look. I might pop in a very light highlighter for the inner corner because I just like something that's bright in the inner corner. But yeah, I think that this can work. I think we can get a really pretty look out of this. I like that the 2 golds kind of complement each other. So let me zoom you in and we'll get started. Okay, so I do think I'm gonna go a little on the simpler side in my opinion. I think I'm gonna do these 2 shades in the crease, these 2 on the lid, and this one on the lower lash line with maybe a little bit of that underneath it, we'll see. I might just smoke out the blue. But yeah, simple and easy as far as I'm concerned. So let's get started. I'm gonna use the MAC Paint Pot to prime my lids. And I'm leaving this tacky. Okay, I think I'm gonna fade the pink into the orange. So let's start out with the pink shade Bubba Kush. Just kind of packing this color down first, and then we will blend. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of softly blend the edges of it. And then for the outer portion of the crease, I'm jumping into the orange shade. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of softly blend the edges of it. Just gonna pack that down. And then I'm gonna kind of blend it into the pink in the center. And then I'm gonna switch to a fluffier brush just to kind of like diffuse some of the orange shade out a little bit on the outside. I'm not gonna wing it out too much, just a little bit. I think that's good. And touch up a little of the pink where it overlaps the orange. And then I am gonna take just a clean fluffy brush and kind of brush over these edges here. I don't like how high I came with the pink. I think I can get away with not cutting the crease here, so I'm not going to. I know not everybody's a fan of that. I do think I'm gonna go this shade first, which was Pineapple Express, and then I'm gonna do OG Kush on the outside. So I'm gonna place them down with my finger first, and then I'm gonna touch it up with a wet brush. So I'll just kind of fast forward through that. So Pineapple Express first. so those are the two gold shades together. Definitely when you use them side by side, they kind of almost end up looking very similar to the same color, but you can still tell there's just a really bright yellowy gold to this part and a very kind of deeper antique gold to the outside. So I think you could definitely use those with different colors, like depending on which color you were pairing it with, you could kind of get a different look. I think they're pretty. I'm gonna take a pencil brush into the pink shade and then the orange shade and just kind of lightly buff the edges. And back into the orange shade with my fluffy brush and just kind of pack a little bit on the outer portion here. I like it. All right, so we're gonna do the blue on the lower lash line. I think what I'm gonna do is just line it first and then take a pencil brush and kind of buff underneath it. And then if we need another color, we can, but I'll just see how it looks on its own. So jumping into the blue shade here, line the lower lash line. I am gonna add a little quick accent of Pineapple Express, which is the lighter gold, the one that's on the top part. I'm gonna add just a little accent line underneath. I've just really been enjoying the way that that looks. I feel like it really brightens up a look. I'm pretty sure Tati's the one who always does this, and I always like really liked it, but I never tried it on myself. And then the first time I actually tried it by accident, I loved the way it looked. So I'm just gonna very lightly stamp a little bit of this blue underneath. I don't think she does that, but I like the way that looks. So then first I'm gonna take a clean pencil brush and just kind of buff these edges. And if I need to go back in for some more blue, I will. I think that's good on its own. I don't think I need to add another color. And then like I mentioned, I do want something brighter on that inner corner. So I'm gonna pop into my Collective Cosmetics palette, my Moon Twin palette, and I'm gonna grab this shade right here, which is Emblazoned. It's just a really gorgeous yellowy shifting color. So pop that on the inner corner with just a kind of fluffy pencil brush. All right, I think that is it. So let me add winged liner and lashes, and I'll find a lip, and we'll come back and I'll show you guys what I used. Okay, so this is the finished look. So the things I used off camera are, I used my Milk Kush mascara. Figured it was only fitting. For lashes, I did Alien Cosmetics Space Queen lashes. And then for lips, I did a combination of Sugar Cookie from Too Faced topped with Moonchild Gloss from ColourPop. So this is it. So I definitely had a lot of fun playing around with this palette. I've used, like I said, I've used a couple of Peachy Queen's palettes before, so you kind of usually expect the palettes to perform the same, but you never know. But I will say that at least the shades that I tried definitely did perform the same way. I absolutely love their metallic formula. That's kind of always been my favorite part about their shadows, because their metallics are really kind of like soft and almost creamy feeling, and they just give a really big impact. I mean, that whole finger swipe thing, you get a really good impact with a finger swipe. And the matte shades that I used were really pretty as well. I think that they looked really nicely. They blended really nicely together. You know, I only used 3 of them, but very, very pretty. So definitely excited to have this palette, and we'll have some fun playing with it a bit more. If you guys want to see more looks from this palette, you guys know the drill. Let me know in the comments below, and I can do more looks. But yeah, this was a fun little way to try out the palette. I'm really loving doing these palette bingos, and I think you guys enjoy watching them. So if you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.